Hi, it's Eileen again. I wanted to do another video on one of the main issues that I see that parents struggle with, which is when children start acting out through problem behaviors. Some people call them negative behaviors, but basically it's when kids start doing things that cause difficulty at home or school, in relationships. And so, one of the ways to address those issues is through praise. And you may be thinking, okay, I already praise my child. Like, I already tell them I love them every day. I let them know that they're doing a good job. And that's all fine and good. That's totally probably the case, and like I don't question that at all. But when you're trying to change behavior, you want to give more praise than normal. You want it to be profuse, over the top. You want to feel like you're going too far with praising your child, and that's how you'll know that it's working. So, one of the ways to keep track of how much you're praising your child is just through like a daily chart. It could be in your agenda, in your phone, in a notes section, just putting the days of the week and then tracking how many times you praise your child. You can use check marks or something like that. And I think that starting out with parents, it can be helpful to try and put a benchmark of, praising your child 5 times in the morning and 5 times in the evening, or 10 times in the morning and 10 times in the evening. Anything that you feel like is a large jump from what may be normal, and then making sure to write it down when you notice yourself doing it. And so it may be confusing, like, what do I say when I'm praising them? Like, what more can I be saying? And so it's usually things that we normally don't think need to be reinforced with kids, like sitting quietly, standing in line well, which is usually, not causing any disruption and following directions. If your child is coloring nicely by themselves, you can say to them, wow, like that's a really beautiful drawing. I love how focused you are. You're really doing a great job. It could also be something like brushing their teeth, like, wow, you are really so good at doing your daily hygiene. And okay, that sounds kind of weird, but just, like you're doing a really good job brushing your teeth. You're making sure they're really clean. Like, thank you so much for doing that. And just being really specific about what the action is that you like that they're doing, and thanking them for it. And so I think that if you try to do that 5 to 10 times in the morning, 5 to 10 times at night for a week, you'll begin to start seeing your child's behaviors change, their relationship with you change. It may also help with your relationship with them, because when kids are acting out, like, it can be very stressful on parents. It can start having you see them through a certain lens that can strain your relationship with them. And it's not like it's anyone's fault, it happens with everyone. And so this is a way to kind of rebuild that relationship and rebuild, giving them positive attention and letting them know when they're doing things you like, because we don't realize it, but kids really crave that. Like, that is worth more than anything, is for them to hear that their parents approve of them and think that they're doing a good job. It builds self-esteem, and it's just a really great way to start helping kids see that they're going to get a big emotional impact from just simply following directions or acting in a way that is praised by you. And so that would be the first step, I would say, in terms of changing behavior, is just giving profuse praise, holding yourself accountable to that through a chart or some way of documenting it, and then noticing after a week. You could journal, you could talk to your friend on the phone about it and say, wow, I've really noticed that this has changed, or I've really noticed that they smile at me more, they're happier to see me when I get home, they really try to do things now to get that praise from me. And then that is slowly what helps to change their behavior so that they no longer need to use the negative or problem behaviors as a way to get their needs met. Because a lot of time, the need that they have is to feel connected, feel supported, feel loved. And we're not always taught how to show that to kids in a volume that is enough for them. And so starting out with praising them a lot can really go a long way towards helping to change their behavior. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. And yeah, please let me know any other topics you would like me to cover in videos. Thanks. Bye.